Why do you want me to steal? Where is everyone? Is this your doing? Whoever you are?
I have no say over this world. I have no say over you. But I know that you would like some money.
What do you know about me?
Oh, I know a lot more than I realize.
Do enlighten me.
Well, does this ring a bell? Oh, honey, go ahead and just take it. No one will notice. You hear your mother's voice. Voice.
FYI, the stream stopped. I had to pick it back up. But you're good. Keep going.
Okay.
What do you do?
Well, hashtag dang it, Bobby.
What does that mean? What do you? Why is? Explain yourself.
I think now, as you're not in the right frame of mind, maybe you should focus on the thing poisoning you.
What do you mean?
And whenever you say, "What do you mean?" your vision kind of like stutters a little bit, and you can see like almost an X-ray vision of yourself, and you can see like a dark aura spreading from your back.
Oh. And I go, what do you know about this?
And whenever you say that, there's kind of an elf that's in front of you, and he's like, it's an apricot. Are you gonna buy something? Because I don't have all day. And the area around you kind of becomes filled with people again.
Oh God, dear Lord! I go. Real quick question. I'm very sorry. What was I saying? What did you hear?
You walked up, touched a few apples, looked at my cash register, which I will stab you. And then you asked, "Do you know anything about this?" And pointed to the apricot.
Oh, well, in that case, you know me.
I don't know you, sir.
It's a figure of speech. Sorry. I've had a long morning, day. I do apologize. I'll take one of the apples, if you don't mind.
Okay, 5 credits.
And I give him the card to swipe.
You give him the card to swipe?
Alright, swipe the card.
Okay. Definitely gotta be careful with your credit cards, guys.
Yeah, I know. Oh.
A card that holds all the credits.
And I grab the apple and I go, thank you, and sorry for any sorry for the intrusion or for any weirdness. Hopefully you have a great day. And I walk off.
I'm assuming back towards them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The next staircase like leads you to like behind where they're at, and you guys have finished your conversation by this time. So, bada bing, bada boom, everything's back together.
Cool.
Oh, Oh yeah, I forgot. Senri hasn't seen me with my broken eyeball and stuff.
With your
What?
goo eye.
He's got a weird eye.
Wait, why? What did you guys do? Never mind.
The
I
obsidian.
Oh, I thought you meant like his eye is dangling out or something.
No, he's got a
No.
black eye.
Oh,
Like legitimately, it's black.
interesting.
By the
whole thing
way-
is black.
By the way, none of my escapade of parkour made it to the stream.
Oh, really?
Oh.
So for everyone, it was just like, yeah, I'd like to jump up there just from a standing crouch to jump up there. And I was like, okay. And then the next thing they hear is, I'm here with her.
Pretty much. No.
I was like, oh.
I like for some reason ended on like Senri talking about something and then skipped everything about me rolling 2 nat 1s in a row, and then I caught it, and so now we're here where we're at. So that whole exchange between Kanan and Senri never happened on stream. So
It happened in our hearts.
yeah.
Yeah, a quick summary for everyone who missed it. Big boy fell through a fruit stand, jumped through car window, landed with Hippie. Hippie drove him rest of way. Sidri was just like, bruh, be this dude's best man. Kanan was like, nah. And that's pretty much it.
And then Kanan said, if you want it, I'll do it. And then they'll talk more later on.
Oh, wait, I didn't even catch that part.
Oh, you did?
No.
Oh yeah, he said if you want, if it's what you want, I'll do it.
Perfect. Yeah, so now we're all
Have I
caught
made
up.
it up? Have I made it to them yet?
Yes.
I want to walk up to him. I'm like, Kanan, there you are. Oh, Senri, you're okay.
Hold on.
Are you okay?
What happened to? What is this? What? Who are you? What? You look like half of Milo. What?
That's
What?
kind of rude. I can't help that I died. Well, I guess I could have helped, but I didn't.
If you didn't run your mouth, probably would have been fine.
I was trying to save your life.
Wow. Even
That's-
Kanan's a little bit like, Senri, he did sacrifice himself. So why
I
are
didn't
you...
ask you. I did not ask you to sacrifice yourself. You're like, I'm going to go
You
be
never
your
asked
poor man.
No, that's not what I was thinking of. Anywho, yes, I don't know what's happening to me, but actually, I kind of do know.
You have a piece of obsidian in you? I do know that.
Oh,
Anyway.
so, I guess she's up to speed. Yeah, I guess I'm being poisoned by obsidian.
She's,
No.
in fact, more up to speed than you.
No. Actually, I don't know what all this is going on, but because you ran your mouth and Rothmere sliced you in half, you're missing what he told me vertebrae in your back. So he took the shard out of his neck and shoved it in your spine.
So you have one half of Milo and the other half of Milo to make Ultra Milo.
Or just 1 mile.
So, the shard that was stabbed into him was then stabbed into me.
It wasn't stabbed. If you were cut in half the way he kind of described it, he shoved it up your spine, the bottom of it, because he broke your vertebrae.
Yep, I was there. It hurt.
Shoved it up your pee hole.
Maybe that's why this is happening. And I motion to my face. Because perhaps the evil that was in him is now corrupting me and trying to turn me into some black thing.
Whoa, hold on. Technically, he's not evil.
Thank you.
Technically, he's not.
Eh,
Because, like all of us...
Technically,
Shut your mouth, Milo. I'm not finished. I am not finished. Like us, he got a power boost, which makes him stronger. Which, smart thinking for the future, let's try to be more diplomatic and not mouthy. Okay? Because that would be
You don't know
so
what I said. I
helpful.
wasn't being mouthy. It was the fact that I didn't say
Hey.
anything that he killed me.
Hey, I'm not finished. That being said, he's technically not evil. He just has a power boost that's a little bit higher than ours. Which means what you have going on is not because of him, it's because of the shard that was in his neck. So, cut that right there.
Well, if he wasn't evil, then why did he threaten you guys?
He didn't threaten any of you. If you would have told him
Yeah,
who I
he
was,
did.
Milo,
He threatened-
shut your mouth.
Okay,
You want an
I'm just gonna say
explanation?
one
I'm
thing.
giving you one.
I'm just going to say one thing. He threatened to kill every single person in that camp. If
That was
I
5.
didn't...
That was 5 things. Now, you want an explanation? You gotta zip it right now.
All right, I'm done talking then.
Okay. Had you told him where I was, I'll just come out and say it. Where I'm from, I'm his fiance. I ran because I was banished from my home because of my deities that I believe in. And he is the eldest son of that family. And from there, I can't tell you anything else. So, in the future, if you would prefer to not have chaos everywhere, use me as a scapegoat. That is his weakness. Okay? Is that fair? He wouldn't have killed everybody in the camp, and I told him to put you back together. I have yelled at him, I have scolded him, and we have a negotiation that he is not to touch any of you. Now, unfortunately, I also have to get married to this person. So, if you want to make peace with him, then make peace with me. Is that clear? Are we all on the same page?
Mm-hmm.
Kanan?
I told you, if this is what you want.
I can't escape him. Okay? You know, where's the rest of the party? And where is Ditch?
You're cutting out.
Dadgummit. No, I'm not. I looked at you guys and I said, where's the rest of the camp? We're supposed to be delivering goods, right?
We are on like an 8-hour break before we go meet the king.
You on a
Yeah,
break?
the doors are gone. It's just... I don't know where Stitch is. Oh, and Sven's a liar. We can't be trusted.
Meaning he's been having the same dreams as us. Except Milo here saw him on the road in a weird jester's outfit, trying to punch his way in, but he told me that he saw a robot trying to attack him. He also said that he comes here with rage and the kingdom because they know who he is. And that wasn't quite true either.
I think we need to finish our trade mission, and I feel like we need to go to the Forbidden Forest after this. I think we really need to go talk to that 5th member and figure out what's going on. Because it's very, very suspicious at the moment. And I don't like that. Oh, and Kanan, you would be very proud of me. I talked to a cool dragon.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm. I was in my castle, I guess, and he was a guard dog from the previous owner. And we let him go. He was very nice, sort of, to me.
Okay. Tell me more about it later.
We can do that then. Is there any place we need to go now while you're on your break, or
We're going
what do we
to.
need to do?
Well, we were headed to the observatory.
Why?
So Mila could figure out what was wrong with him, and so we could try to figure out where you were.
Well, kind of fix that. Surprise! So,
I don't know what's wrong with me.
you know you have obsidian in you, which your eye could be a side effect from that.
Yeah. I'd like to know what it's doing to me.
Okay, if we're going to the observatory, then I guess we're going.
All right. Let's go.
The since you two have the map, Sinner, you don't, but
Yeah.
you two kind of get like a notification that's like, curfew now active. Please remain within the cube or in the sphere.
Okay. Last time I think our map said we couldn't get to the observatory because we needed to talk to the person who sold it to us.
Correct. The rest of the map is like pretty much off limits because he didn't sell you the full map.
God dang
Hate that kid.
it.
Is there one
I
of those kiosks nearby that Sven used?
There is.
All right. I'm gonna go to that and I'm gonna buy the actual map.
Okay.
Screw that guy.
He was like, "I'm gonna take all your money for half the price." Yep. You get to it. You have to swipe through 2 pages. One is a missing persons page, and one is a wanted poster page. But you get to the map and click on it. Gives you the full map
Yay.
for 5 coins.
That's
Can
better.
I access this map or go buy the map too?
Yeah.
I want to go do that, please.
I guess I also got a map.
I forgot to add your currency.
Yeah, like the gajillion dollars that she has.
I only have 1,000.
That is 10 gold or 10 platinum pieces, though.
That's fair. Do the faces on the missing poster and the wanted poster, do they look familiar at all?
No. It does, on the missing poster, a new one does appear, though. And it kind of, like, slides its way up, and it, since you're looking at it, it is the picture of a small child with, like, a strange hat, buck teeth, kind of got chocolate on his face.
Oh God! No!
And it's said warning, or missing for 4 hours if you see have any details, please contact. And then it has like a little number at the bottom.
How do we use message to get a hold of them?
No, there's a phone next to it.
Okay. God.
Well, it looks like a phone, but
I'm gonna call the number.
and on the other end, you hear, "Hello, missing kid hotline. Welcome. Did you find one?"
Yeah, well, we just got into the dome. This little child, he ripped us off, saying he would sell us maps, and he didn't. Then he proceeded to try to con us out of more money, and we ended up finding him in an alleyway a little bit later, knocked out. We kind of left him there with some food. We didn't know what to do.
What level are you guys on?
I guess the first level, where the entrance
And
is
when
at.
did you say you found this kid?
DM, how long has it been?
About 3 hours.
About 3 hours ago.
Okay. So the floor that you guys entered on, and you can hear her kind of chewing on something.
Mhm.
Probably, I'd say about floor -5 right now.
Okay, well, he or she is currently 3 levels below us.
All right, we'll send out a SWAT team. Thank you so much.
Uh-huh.
And she hangs up on her end.
Okay.
Canyon, this kid, please tell me none of you did this, right?
Me and Cannon did not have anything to do with this. I guarantee that.
So you only found him like that, right?
We did.
That is correct.
He came to us. Like I said, like you heard me on the phone. I'll even cast Zone of Truth. Came to us and said he was selling maps. And I bought 2 without knowing how the card system works here. And I know I have 2 cheap ones that don't fully work. Milo bought 1. And they didn't work at all. Then we're talking about Sven. And he overheard it and tried to blackmail us into more money. We tried to negotiate with him. Some of us got a little bit aggressive about their negotiations. And the kid...
Some of us?
And I kind of like, I don't move my head, but I move my eyes over to Milo. And the kid left. Milo gave him money, right?
Yep.
Yes.
For food.
And then soon after that, Milo's Cybot showed up. And not too long after that, we found the kid in a dumpster.
So that's the second time I've heard of an incident with your shadow. Actually, third time. So, you want to tell me anything special there, Milo? Anything I should know about? Because also, according to Wolfmere, that your shadow tried to stick a dagger in him.
No, my shadow did stick a dagger in him.
That doesn't help your cause.
Well, I mean, you know.
Correction.
He succeeded.
It did.
No, I have no clue about what this Cybot is doing. It seems to take any suggestion that I think of, whether I mean it or not, and then amplifies that as being 100% serious. Like, with the whole Rothmere thing, all I thought to myself, because I seen how upset he was making you. And when you guys left, I said that guy should be taught a lesson. Because I was upset that he upset you.
The Cybot was like, oh, lesson teaching Activated.
And then next thing I know, my
Feature
shadow
session.
guy took it upon himself because I was thinking that Rothmere needed to be taught a lesson. That meant stab Rothmere in the fucking face. And that's what he tried to do. And then got ripped in half for his troubles. And
Yeah, at least he's
then I guess
cooperating.
Rothmere wasn't done. He's like, oh, why should I rip in half the shadow when I can have the real thing? And then came back for seconds. And that's how I died.
Uh-huh.
But other than that, I have no clue. I can't control him. He shows up randomly. I can't like just summon him. And he basically is me just only going on impulses. So whatever impulses that I have that I'm not even aware of, he acts upon.
I can attest to that.
So, you just confirmed what Rothmere told me, which is acting out of, in a way, self-defense. Which means we might want to learn how to censor our thoughts. That would
Yeah,
be very helpful.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that would be very helpful.
Which is why we're going to the observatory.
Yeah. Because now, it's much harder. When before, I kind of had, my mind was cluttered because it was busy with, talking to my stupid dead parents and, reliving their death over and over and over again in my head. So that kind of helped me keep my thoughts at bay. But when I died and then came back, now I don't see that. I don't see them. They're gone. I don't see anything. It's just blank. So all I have are my thoughts.
He's disconnected from the force.
So, yes. I will try my best to keep whatever at bay. Because, yeah. Oh, also, real quick, I wanted to tell you guys, while I was walking up here, I heard a voice tell me to steal things. And then when I asked him what it was, he was like, oh, I know more about you than you think. And I'm like, oh, well, that doesn't make any sense. How would you know that? And then he spoke to me in my mother's voice.
Huh.
So, don't know if that's a side effect of being dead or obsidian, but perhaps another thing that we probably should keep an eye on.
Can I, he tells me this, I want to see if maybe I can sense what's coming from him. See if it's evil.
Okay.
I think
That would be a Arcana check.
Okay. I mean, I do have a skill for that, but I'll do that instead.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize. I mean, if you want to use a spell slot, you can. I just.
I don't know if it's a spell slot or it's a divine sense.
Yeah, you do you, boo boo.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and cast that. I don't have to roll for it. It just says I can sense anything that's in 60 feet.
Okay. Well, in the area that you guys are in, it's still pretty crowded, even though they've given you like a wide gap.
Okay.
And you can kind of feel like good, evil, but mostly neutral kind of floating around.
Okay.
But whenever you look at Milo, there's good, and then there's a like indomitable black pit, where like his lower vertebrae should be. It doesn't seem to be like seeping any aura out, but it is. It's almost like it's a blind spot for your
Gotcha.
senses.
Gotcha. Well, I can tell you right now, whatever it is, I can't say it's evil. But there's definitely energy missing from you. Especially specifically in that spot where he put the obsidian.
Yes.
It might be messing with your mind.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time.
The first time. This has happened before. You've been cut in half and then connected by obsidian.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time my mind's been messed with. Like, that I've been, you know what I mean. Like, I'm used to my mind being messed up, is what I'm saying.
I gotcha.
It's just, I used to constantly have voices in my head, and now there's nothing
No,
in my head.
I hear you.
Except for now, there's this voice that constantly is, well, it's not constantly, it just randomly will tell me to commit crimes for whatever reason. Like when we were with the kid, it was telling me to kill him because it'd be easier.
Sounds like an evil entity of some sort.
Yeah. Someone who apparently knows me. So that's weird, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Hopefully, maybe something from the observatory.
This is out of game, but it's the spirit of the guy who killed your parents.
Uh-huh. Sort.
Good.
Very much so. Sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I turned to Senri. I'm like, and yes, I'm sorry. It was my fault. I really wasn't thinking because I never do. But all I was thinking was keeping you safe, keeping you both safe, and that's why I refused to tell him where you guys were, even though I knew he was gonna kill me. But I will try to work on things. And not be so, I don't know, work on not talking so much. And being annoying.
I never said annoying. Just rein in what you're saying sometimes, or rein in what you're thinking. Sometimes less is better. Sometimes the happy medium is where you need to stay. So I didn't say annoyance. I just said watch it, more or less.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, guys. You hear kind of from the from behind you guys.
Swear if it's that jester.
On a little, it's a little machine. He's like, I gotta clean the roads. You guys standing for hot. Could you move?
Oh, by all means, we apologize.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
And he kind of, it's like a personal. It looks like a lawnmower, but it's cleaning the street.
What's a lawnmower?
Yeah, it's a cow.
It's a
That like no. But the observatory is now on this new map that you guys have.
Okay.
It does have a close time, but the close time's in like 2 hours, so it should be ace.
All right.
Let's head there.
All right, let's go.
There's a few different ways you can get there. You can just tell. You can of course walk. It might take a hot minute. You could maybe steal a car, rent a car,
Well,
buy a car,
yeah, we might
ask
need to.
somebody for a ride.
We might need to do that because they said if synth comes out, that's a no go. So, is there anywhere nearby where we can maybe rent a car?
There is. There's kind of in between all the shops. There is a kind of garage-looking door
Okay.
that like looks to be a workshop of some kind.
Okay.
Hey, Kanan,
Yes.
let me talk to the person. I've had some really good luck. Maybe.
Oh, all right. If you think we can get it, by all means.
Walks out with a Porsche.
Porsche only seats 2, right?
Wow, I'm a little guy. I'll fit in the trunk.
Strap you to the top. Yeah.
As you guys kind of enter there's a burlier guy, but like burly for an elf, so mid-sized almost. And he's sitting behind a counter, like typing away on like a stone of some sort. Like there's like letters floating around him, and he's poking them.
I'm gonna go up to the front desk. Excuse me. I don't mean to interrupt, but could we rent a vehicle by any chance?
Oh, okay. Are you looking to rent long term, 4 day, 2 day, 2 day?
King Quincy?
Huh? I do not know who you're talking about.
What's the? How about a couple of days? How much is it for 2 days?
Depending on the make and model. The big vehicles, the trucks, that will be 2,000 gold for 3 days. Credits, I mean. Sorry, I'm a new import here. Went from one of the off-base camps.
Okay, and what about some of your smaller cars? How
We've
much would
got
they
one
run?
that seats 3. I was told to give discounts to new elves, so you are a new elf, correct?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I can get you in a 3-seater vehicle for 200 credits.
Okay, I can pay for that. And I pull out my card and I put down 200 credits for 2 days for this.
Thank you so much. One of my boys will have it pulled up to the door for you.
Thank you. You're very kind. And I walk out.
Give me a car. So it was very quick exchange, you can tell, Kanan, because she's already back. But
What did you say?
the door kind of opens up while you guys are talking.
Do what?
He's like, what did you say?
Let's just say taking full advantage of being.
Being what?
Is it an elf?
Oh. If I knew it just took
being
having pointy
racist.
ears, I would just go get surgery done. He didn't say that, by the way.
No.
He says, all right, well, here's the problem. We don't know how to work these things.
We could learn. Hard. I can ask him. I can ask the garage guy coming out. It'll be super quick.
All right.
Does the guy come out yet, Wyatt?
Yeah, 2 little kids and him step out, and he's kind of like doing the parenting thing, like the, oh well, you've got to nope, don't hook that together, or that's gonna rip the whole thing apart. And the kid's like, I love you, Dad.
I go over to him and I just ask him, so can you remind me just a quick demo again how to run the car?
Are you asking the dad?
Yeah.
Okay. The dad's like, oh well, you get in it, you type in a destination, and you sit there.
Oh.
Okay, I wanted to be sure. You've been so super helpful. And I look at his kiddos. You're adorable. How old are you both? Or
I'm
how many kids are
12.
there?
2. And the other one is like,
Oh.
I'm 13.
So you're just getting into your teenage years. You'll love them.
See,
Cool.
Dad, I told you, we're already ladies' men. And the dad kind of like shrug, like pats one of them on the shoulder. And it's like, well, you guys have fun. Return it in 2 days. If you damage it, you pay for the whole thing.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I go back over to Kanan. Don't damage this car. We have it for 2 days. We have to return it back. Okay?
Sounds good. All right. He told you how to do it, right?
Yes. All you do is get in, type in your destinations, and sit in the car. That's it.
Sit.
What does type mean?
Really?
Come on now, you've used a typewriter before, right?
What is a typewriter? I'm so confused. I'm from a land where dragons are real.
Yeah, typewriters are real too. How do you think they make scrolls?
By hand?
No. You gotta mass produce those things.
It's called a printing press.
What? Yeah, they have a printing press, but not a typewriter.
So, I call a shotgun.
Okay, I guess I'm driving. And Milo gets the back.
Oh, that's funny because you have a shotgun.
I was tempting on giving the kid the shotgun earlier, but then I was like, nah, that's gonna come back to bite me in the
You're
butt.
gonna give which kid?
The kid who was robbing us. I was gonna be like, okay, if I give you this, will you leave? And then I was thinking like, no, if I do that, he's gonna come back, aim it at us, and steal us for all we have. So nope, I'm
Bro,
not doing
he
it.
straight up just takes it and he's just like, okay, give me all of your money.
Oh.
Oof. Well, yeah, you guys. It pulls out. It's a very nice metal machine. It's got like holes in it down at the bottom
Holes in it.
where it looks like wheels would be, but there's no wheels. And
Ooh,
instead there's
right.
like thrusters. What it looks like.
Oh,
And
would one say
Shiny.
it looks like this?
no,
Oh,
No.
that one looks too cool.
Oh.
This one's a jalopy.
this one looks what?
Ooh.
Jalopy.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
lemon car.
Yeah, but
But it creaks whenever you open up the door, and the interiors are like carpeted with like an orange, like furry substance,
Okay.
and it smells pretty bad, but it's yours, your
So,
ride. So
This?
yeah, pretty much. Hopefully you don't kick it though. 'Cause- Oof.
All right.
yeah, I guess so.
All right.
So
Well, Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. I go ahead and I type in observatory, if I remember how to spell it, and I just do what the man tells me.
Actually, go ahead and spell it observatory. Observatory.
Oh
for me.
God. Oh no.
On the fly.
OBSERVATORY.
All right. It's like observatory selected. Please sit back and relax.
Woo!
It's gonna be that good old fashioned Diagon Alley
Okay.
situation.
What did he say? Diagonally.
Diagonally. I thought you did. What did he say,
Well,
dear?
it kind of lifts up, and it kind of merges with traffic in the stream of Camino cars. I mean, cars that are kind of flying in line. And as you go, it kind of passes by the tall spire in the middle, and you can see that it actually is like it's a building. It has floors on it, the spire, and it goes
Ooh.
around it to a huge. It looks like a huge bowl, supported by structural like metal parts of the building, and it's like got beams connecting a crystal in it facing the sky.
That was a lot of information.
It's a satellite dish.
I'm sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
figured if I'd said satellite dish, might get a what's a satellite?
Yeah, Tyler.
All right.
And as you guys approach the situation, the car kind of like lands in a parking spot. There's a lot of vehicles in the lot, and there's a few what appears to be parents taking their kids inside.
Okay.
Okay. I'm guessing this is where we have to go, so do we want to go together or not?
Well, at this point, we're here for Milo, so we will let him take the lead. Actually, Milo, if you want to go in, I'm going to look around the area.
Okay, yeah. I think I could be fine by myself.
You're never alone, Milo. 'Cause you'll be in my heart.
It takes on a much more negative connotation whenever he's got a demonic entity telling him to do evil in his ear.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
never alone.
You're just like, you're never alone. Because I'll always be there.
No,
for you.
please. I want to be alone. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'll be fine. You guys take care of what you need to. I will let you know if I'm dying or not.
Don't joke about that.
Yeah.
I can only
I mean,
cure
yeah,
wounds. I can't bring you back from the dead.
Yet. I mean,
well, Henry's fiance probably can. So.
got a point there.
And before after I say that, I look over and say, "Sorry, that was insensitive." And I get out of the car and walk towards the observatory.
Okay. Since it's going to take a hot second for you to get to the main door, I'm going to start off with Dead 2.
Already?
You two kind of look around, or Kanan, you do.
Okay.
It seems like extremely wasteful for some reason. Like this could have been like much better planned, but it's just kind of all like stone, like very smooth stone for a large portion of land that has like little like pieces of chalk on the ground.
Okay.
And a bunch of these vehicle things are parked everywhere, but like
Oh, okay. It's a parking lot. Okay. Um, I look at Scenery and say, "This is a very, very odd place. I thought the kingdom we were in was odd." Oh no! I just heard her yell. What did I say? What did you just yell?
I told you to stop talking. I
Oh,
cut out.
what was the last thing you heard?
You were saying something like you said, "Oh, it's a parking lot," and then you looked at Scenery, and I don't know what you said.
Oh, all I said was this is a very odd place. Even odder than the kingdom we started out in. Like,
Kind of like it, but you're right. It is a little weird.
well, I mean, if you want to talk now, we can talk now.
Okay, but can't judge me, okay?
You're pregnant with his baby, aren't you?
oh, it's fast. It's already birth.
No, my virginity is still intact, thank you. And she blushes really hard away from him, like, duh. No.
Yeah, I was only in his castle. Like God.
Wall.
Then what am I gonna judge you for?
So, I know that I'm different. I'm technically what people would call a moon elf, and I was raised by the dark elves when I was younger. And DM, do I know anything about my birth parents or anything?
I don't see why not. You said you were adopted, yes, but I'm assuming since you came from a prophecy, you have been told over time about your parents.
I've been told a little bit about them, but I don't know anything about them. That's it.
Well, there you go. You have answered your own question. Genie out. Nods head disappears.
Fair enough. No, so my parents kind of traded me when I was younger, and that's the only thing I really know. And being part of the Tono family, they were the more, I guess you could call them nicer of the drow, of the dark elves. That being said, they were friends with the other family, Vanguards, which is the one Rothamir is a part of. And, I mean, you could technically call him next in line, kind of like a prince, I guess. And since the day that I was adopted, he has claimed and labeled me as his own. And he's not necessarily mean, but he can be very ruthless. And I ran not only because of my banishment, because I didn't want to be betrothed to him. And I was banished because I worshipped Persephone, and because I went outside a lot. And there was a plot against me to murder me. And Hades stepped in, which is their main god. And when he stepped in, then it became a problem. And no one has ever told me what my prophecy means. So Rothmere has a prophecy. My friends when I was younger had prophecies, and it's supposed to be what a seer has seen for their life. I have no idea what mine is. So it's not that I want to marry him. If I had a choice, I really wouldn't. I wasn't really expecting him to be here, and the only reason I'm doing it now is so that you don't die, because I kind of like you a lot, and I hope you feel the same way, but if you don't, then we can still be friends, but I still wouldn't want him to rip you in half. So I don't usually tell people.
I
Taking the cake from me and eating
while she's talking, or once she finishes, I reach over and I say, "Can I?" Can, can I kiss you?
Well, that's a new request. Sure. Yeah, guess you can. Do I like it though? Should I roll a check? No, I'm kidding. Oh wait, you're the DM, so you can choose.
Yeah. I mean, you guys have pretty much.
It's gross.
It'd be weird if you didn't like it. So.
I'm just gonna do it for funsies. Ooh, it's a nat 20.
Oh,
So,
jeez.
in game, Kanan likes it. Based off my roll, it was a nat 1.
Oh my god.
You know, it's a good thing that I wasn't like, oh yeah,
Like, I made a mistake. We should just be friends.
ooh,
You know what? He can
yeah.
marry you. Never mind.
Yeah, I'll be his best man. What are we wearing?
I say, Senri, I need to be honest with you.
Okay.
When you found me, I was brand new to my oath. And you just see like tears starting to run down his face. I ran away too.
What do you mean you ran away?
I was a soldier in the Grand Army of Corinth, which I've told you that, but what I didn't tell you is they were ruthless. They were terrible people. And a group of us, we defected. And we made this rebellion. And my best friend, Kerrigan, he and I led it.
And what happened to both of you?
I led these people into a war that we weren't going to win. The army killed everyone who I brought into this. I killed Kerrigan. I've got blood on my hands, and not just from them, but I killed one of their top generals out of anger. About a week before you met me, I was gonna take my own life. Because I couldn't deal with the shame, with the guilt. Before I jumped, this weird fire spirit stopped me and said that Igneal, fire god of the dragons, wanted me. He wanted me to do the one thing that I didn't do. I was brought up to fight in a war. People lost their lives because of me, and he wanted me to go out in the world and preach about unity and faith and hope and love, something I never knew. Then I met you. And I started to get, I don't know, a sense of all of it. And now you're telling me that I have to let all that go. That I have to just let it happen. I can't do that. Because the last time I just let it happen, everyone I cared about died. I can't do that again. Milo already died once. You were taken. I don't know what's happening with any of this. I can't trust Sven anymore. I don't know what's going on with Stitch. The elves hate us. The king has no idea what's happening. Rage, they're in an endless loop. And we're here because of some mission that I don't even think is real anymore. And I just have to let it happen. I can't. And you can see like tears running down my face at that point. Just like trying to be brave, but just sobbing.
So I go over and I grab his hand. Kanan, I'm not saying you have to let it all happen. I'm saying I don't know a better way. So I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to hearing you and listening. And I think you're the bravest person I've ever met. But Sven deals in obsidian trade. The castle that my
You mean Stitch?
fiance... Yeah, that too. Stitch, I said that. Stitch was there at the castle that my fiance had cleared out. Apparently there were bandits in it, And they dealt with obsidian trade. And that was all that I heard of them. So maybe we can talk to him together about it and maybe decide what we want to do with each other. I don't know about you, but I really, really miss the woods right now. You, me, and Synth, and just the stars. All I really want.
I do too.
I say after we go talk to the king, we get the hell out of here and we don't come back to Elf City, whatever this is.
Yo, it's New Elf City.
I say after we leave here, we find a way back home.
Yes.
I don't believe that our world is gone.
Maybe it's in a holding place. We just gotta find. And I'm gonna place both of my hands on the side of his face, kiss him, and then I let it go.
The
Are you
windows
dead,
get
Timon?
steamy at that point.
Ha ha ha!
Oh, I thought you guys were
No,
out of the car
like-
already.
Oh no, we said all that in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's more awkward.
But I did meet a dragon, and he was a fire dragon too. He was really nice.
Yeah, they're the best ones.
Apparently, he was trying to kill Rothmere, and Rothmere couldn't understand him. And it was really funny. He understand me though. He was kind of grumpy though.
They come across that way.
But he never told me his name. But he was really grumpy.
Wait till you meet mine.
Oh boy. Another dragon. They might be a little harder to work with.
And then, yeah. And then, I get out of the car and I say, let's look around. Hopefully Milo's done soon. Hopefully.
Okay. Then we can do that. And I go over and I grab his hand.
Ew, mommy, that elf's touching that human. Shut up. And by this point, you've already been at the front counter for a while. So while they're having this discussion, we're going to get to what you were doing, Milo. Well, as you approach, it kind of has like a ticket area, pretty much like a amusement park almost.
Okay.
And there's a guy sitting behind the counter that probably hates his life.
Same. I hate his life too.
I feel you, brother.
Yeah. I walk up to him and I'm like, excuse me, I was needing some assistance.
Do you need an adult pass, or do I need to wait for your parent?
No, I am an adult. And I just need a someone to do like a scan, or I have some obsidian in me, and I kind of want to see if it's dangerous.
Was it? Did you put it there yourself?
No.
Huh. Okay, give me a minute. He puts he puts his tickets down, gets his feet off the counter, and leans forward and holds up a small box. And it kind of you can see kind of a stream comes from him, like a string comes from him to it. He's like, hey guys, we got another one that was modified without his consent. Okay. No. Do I get a break? Should I hear today? Okay, I'll send them out. And he puts the brick down and looks at you and goes, yeah, some of the scientists people have been sticking obsidian in their body for some reason. Like a cult or something. But we'll get you sorted out real quick. Just go in, ignore the souvenirs, they're way too overpriced. And you'll see the main office whenever you walk in.
Okay. Well, thank you. And enjoy your break, I guess. I walk towards wherever he told me to.
You kind of enter the doors, and there is it's like a big, there's stuff hanging from the ceilings that's like technology. There's a few things behind glass, and people mostly like women and children are looking at it, looking at the stuff. Mm-hmm. And the main room, you can immediately tell what it is. It's the main office because it's kind of floating in the central of the room. And the room's kind of a big hexagon shape.
Okay. And you said it's in the center of the room, the main office?
It is.
Then I walk towards the center of the room.
As you do, you pass a few women and children who are in between, kind of looking at stuff. And as you pass, there's a couple things on pedestals that are kind of out in the open for guests to look at. And go ahead and roll a perception for me.
Gross. That's an 8.
Okay. You don't really notice anything as you pass. It's kind of the air's a bit stuffy from all the people in here, and it smells like if someone tried to make flowers, but they didn't have any flowers.
Oh. Okay.
Almost like an artificial aroma. And as you approach the middle room, the stairs lower down to you, and a older man stands at the top, and he's like, well, we don't have all day, come up here.
Okay.
So, can we get your name for the record?
Milo Thorngage at your service.
Alrighty. He pulls out a clipboard and starts writing the stuff down, but he's like, okay, so have you been in contact with any of these cultists in the Earth Kingdom, the Human Kingdom, recently?
I don't think so.
They wear fake cat ears on their head, and they are calling themselves something strange. You haven't seen anyone like that?
Their name is something strange?
I don't remember quite. It's like the Pussycat or something.
No, I don't think that rings a bell.
May I ask, he kind of looks over the clipboard and puts it down almost, and he's like, how did you acquire this obsidian in you if it wasn't the cult?
Long story short,
Oh, that's why it's called. Okay, I got it. I'm sorry.
What?
It's called. He said it's called like the Pussycat something, and it's a cult. Never mind.
Okay.
and I tell him, long story short, I was, well, let's just say I had a really bad case of being chopped in half. And, a nice gentleman, uh, ironically, the one that did the chopping, took a piece of obsidian that he had been stabbed with and stabbed it into me, like into my spine area, and then kind of put me back together and blah blah blah. And now I'm walking around with some obsidian that's and I point at my eyeball that I was like and maybe this thing is a side effect of it being in my body, and that's why I'm here to see.
More
Get
than
it?
likely,
You
more than likely that is the case. Unregulated obsidian, especially unrefined obsidian in a person's body, can lead to obsidian poisoning, magic damage, like unspecified, surprisingly enough, magic resistance, and a few other negative side effects like headaches, dizziness, voices. Have you been experiencing any of these?
Yes. But to be fair, the voices were always there, even before the obsidian.
Oh, okay. So, well, we can get you into the scan right here. And he kind of like steps out of your way, and
Scan away.
it's a stand-up booth that you can walk into.
Okay.
And whenever you get in there, he's like, "All right, so the scan will. It shouldn't hurt. Just don't move."
Okay.
And it goes down and then it goes back up, and it stops at your midsection, and then it goes down and goes back up again, one more time. And he's like, "Oh, there it is. Would you like us to remove it today?"
Well, quick question. Removing this, like, are you able to do that? One, and are you able to do that without killing me? Two.
Well, let me see real quick. You can kind of see him through the little tiny glass, and he's looking at some paperwork, and he's like, "We can remove it without it killing you, but there is a 75% chance that it will leave you paralyzed from the waist down."
Okay.
Wheelchair.
But if you are experiencing no negative side effects, from what you can tell, it might be best to leave it in here until unforeseen accidents happen due to natural causes.
What do you mean by that?
Say if you were, because obviously you don't hang out with the nicest of people if one of them chopped you in half and then put you back together. If that ever happens again, just have them remove the piece before they put you back together.
Oh, I see. Well, apparently the piece replaced part of my spine. So...
For future reference, I recommend not doing that as a medical professional, but it might be a little bit tricky there.
Matter being, dead and all.
Well, I can give you some medication that should help suppress any feelings or thoughts that you may be having, but until we know more about this bone transfer, I'm afraid that's all we can do.
Well, I mean, no, I don't really need any medicine. Right now, I'm not experiencing much, so who knows? If I ask really nicely, my a good friend, he might, do me a solid and do what you suggested. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty good at convincing people to, chop me in half. I mean, it worked the one time. One guy, surely it would work a second time. I got the right words to say. But yeah, well, thank you for everything. Or just thanks for at least telling me what's wrong. Real quick, you said it was, is it poisoning me, or like if I left it in indefinitely, what would happen?
Oh, well, this is a new instance of things happening, people implanting obsidian, but it might turn out for the better and replace your entire spine with obsidian, neutralizing its effects, or it could continue to suck away at your life force. It has not started that yet, but it's only a matter of time.
Oh, okay. Well, well, thanks for that, Doc. I guess, well, I'll keep it under advisement and like kind of watch out and, I guess monitor my condition, as it were.
Well, if there's anything else we can do for you, and he opens up the door to the containment and he puts a little vial on the counter. He's like, I will give you this. It's one full dosage. Use it if you want to. If the voices come back, it may help.
Okay, yeah, thank you. It might come in handy. And I pick it up and put it in one of my pouches. Or put it in my coat.
Cool. Whenever you do, you open up your coat pocket, and as you go to place the vial in, you notice that there is an artifact from the ground floor in your pocket.
Oh? I reach into it.
He doesn't
pocket.
notice, by the way.
The doctor doesn't notice?
Yeah, so because you kind of you moved your jacket open, and you can see it.
I pull it out just to see what it is.
Whenever you do, the doctor kind of is writing down stuff, and he's like, and if you have any other questions, and he starts to look up. He's like, sir, please refrain from taking any of the artifacts off the ground floor. These are very dangerous magical artifacts. How did you even obtain that?
And I look down at it, and what am I seeing?
It is it's a green mask that has it appears to be made out of wood, but it has some chips out of the corners of it.
Huh? And I go, I don't know how this got here. But I'll put it back right away. Again, thank you for everything, Doctor. I better go leave so I can return this item to the gift shop or whatever. Thanks, Doc.
All right. And the doors kind of open up, and the steps come back down, and he does kind of like hit a button on the desk.
Oh dear Lord. Well, I run down and can I like inspect the mask?
But you can. It is seemingly normal, but it being considered a magical artifact, it probably has some importance. And on the inside, like the forehead, it has a gold plaque that the words are like too scratched up to see what it says.
Hmm. And I just think to myself, how did this get in my pocket? And I try to figure out where it goes and try to put it back.
Along the line, there is a few pedestals on each, like 6 pedestals on each side of the walkway, and one of them has no artifact in it.
And I place the artifact.
Whenever you go to, you notice that the lid around it is completely sealed glass. Like
Oh.
it's not shattered or anything. It's completely sealed. And one of the guards comes over and goes, "Here," and he unlocks the bottom, and then a magical seal lets go of the glass, and he lifts the glass up, and he's like, "Please refrain from this."
Yes. Sorry. I don't remember even taking it. But I do apologize, and I put the mask back.
As you put the mask back on the pedestal, the guard kind of freezes, and everyone around you stops, and you hear, "Why are you putting it back?"
Oh, it's you again. What do you mean? Why am I putting? Did you do that?
No. Again, I have no control over your body.
And how did I get the mask?
It seems as if you've stolen it. Rightfully so.
I'm putting it back because it doesn't belong to me.
Well, it could belong to you. Everything in here could belong to you if you took it.
I want answers. You said you knew me, and then you spoke to me in my mother's voice. Who are you?
Me and your parents go way back, before you were even a child. They used to work for me, in fact.
Okay.
But after the tragedy that befell them, I lost two of my best workers. So I'm hoping you can carry on their tradition.
So they worked for you. Are you telling me that they were criminals?
No. They took what was mine that was taken from me.
They took what was yours.
Yes.
What was it that they took?
A few things here and there. But the thing, they did not finish their job. They were supposed to take back the world.
They're supposed to take back the world. Lofty ambitions.
That's exactly what your dad said.
Do you know?
The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man!
So, do you know what happened to them?
I believe we both know what happened to them. And then after he said that, everything kind of starts moving around again. And the guard's like, and he kind of puts the glass back over your hands so you can move your hands back.
Okay. I turn to the guard. I'm like, yes, thank you for helping me with that. You do good work. And I kind of like try to get my bearings again and like shake my head, and I'm like, what is going on?
And sir, if you go to the gift shop, there's some tissues for the blood.
Excuse me?
And like your hand kind of instinctively goes up to your face, and there is blood coming out of your eye.
No. I'm like, what? Oh. Thanks for letting me know. I'm like, and then I go get like tissues or something so I can try to dab up the blood.
The lady inside kind of pushes them to the counter, like pushes them across the counter to so you can grab them. Goes back to the customer that she was serving.
And I grab some tissues and I'm like, oh my god, what is... And I think to myself, well, this is new. Best go talk to Kanan and Senri. Maybe they'll have some information. And then I walk out of the building.
Okay. And at this time, like both conversations have kind of happened at the same time. So as you guys get out of the vehicle and kind of like look around your surroundings, you see that Milo's coming back out.
Oh, looks like he's finished.
Yeah.
Serena, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Making sure. Wyatt, I sent you something, by the way.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I sent you a book.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't shoot him, but if you want to.
I'm going to break him in half and then take his
no.
face off.
Why did you send it to me in a thing I gotta go to an HTML folder for?
Because it was super long and it wouldn't let me send it. It said, send it as a file.
Oh, good God.
Real quick question. Did that mask have any, like, significance?
Not to you specifically, but it was the mask from the movie The Mask.
Oh no, I got it. I got that. I was just.
I mean, it's a lot. So if you want to take a break, I don't know how long we've been recording. Yeah, if you want to take a break real quick and read it, we can, and then come back.
It's like a freaking DDoS file you sent me. Oh, General Gru, my boy, 17 foot tall. Yeah, if you want to take a 5-minute break, I will read this.
Yeah. All right, we'll be back after these these messages.
Messages.
There is no reason why. Whoa, the pain and the pleasure all come together. There's no reason why. Don't play that. I got my demons, they don't know I'm fierce enough to let them go. It's like a fire, a stranglehold. I wish I was invincible.
Today, Nasada sends off a ship to the moon for a so-called test, but something seems wrong.
Did you see that explosion in the sky? Word from Nasada is this was all part of the plan.
My whole life, I thought my father abandoned me.
He had to leave.
For my own good? You know, that has never made sense to me.
He was needed.
Yeah, I needed him here. How long have you known?
6 years?
What?
It's when I started training.
Three on one, you beat on my boys. How'd you think this was gonna go, kid?
Tommy!
There ain't no heroes, nobody coming to save you. It's just me.
My name's Tyler Bueno, and I play Kurt Schuyler in Who We Really Are.
I'm Brandon Shane, and I play Tim Sanchez.
I'm Speed Washington, and I play the character of Melissa.
My name's Robin Dawn, and I play Aaron.
My name is Dallas Grant, and I play Donovan. My name is Quentin Huckabee, and I play Garrett.
Hi, my name is Caleb Lynn, and I play Gregory Pops Holmes in the upcoming production of Who We Really Are.
Spent so many hours just trying to write this stupid first page.
He relates. I think he's relatable. He has a lot of dreams.
The third thing about Tim, I really like the relationship him and Kurt have, and also he's, a ladies' man.
The favorite thing about Pops is he's a really down-to-earth guy. He really understands where he comes from. He's got a firm grasp on his beliefs, and I really, really respect that.
My favorite thing about Melissa, that she is strong, because, I don't know, it shows more that she's real and that we all have faults, and we end up sometimes slipping back into those faults, but there are times when we can get out of them, so she doesn't use it as a backbone, but it's something that she's afraid of, and she tries to move forward from it.
He's actually someone I've never played before, but I kind of relate because he gets fixated on things. And I know he kind of comes off as a jerk, but he's not trying to. He's a working person.
I like how sarcastic she is. Makes it a really fun role to play.
I really like his arc and the journey that he kind of takes throughout the play.
But should people come see the show? Well, it's always good to support local talent, isn't it?
Gives you opening to someplace that's real. It's someplace that we a lot in Midwest don't address.
We talk about homelessness, we talk about domestic abuse, we talk about purpose, I think anybody who comes to the show, doesn't matter if you have faith or not, could really pull something from this.
It's about real people, real things, and real situations that happen. So it's really cool to get to see that in a stage and see people problem solve real life.
To find my way.
Ask all of my friends and they'll tell you I'm the nicest, but not if you're in mother freaking ISIS.
Hi, my name is Trey. I have a basketball game tomorrow. Well, I'm a point guard. I got shoe game and everything.
Be gone, fuck!
You either buckle down and do your work or you'll end up at McDonald's.
We going to McDonald's if I don't do my work?
No!
When your mom's being a bitch.
You can have your skateboard back tomorrow.
Shut up!
Oh shit! Oh shit! No! Hell no! Go fetch! Go!
Hey Susan, want to go for a ride in my new Chrysler? Aren't you a sex offender?
But that place is haunted. Ghosts prey on fear. Just be confident.
I'm not scared! I am not a pussy!
Okay, so ain't nobody gonna teach me how to whip, right? Fuck all of y'all. All of y'all can go suck a caterpillar dick.
She's still alive.
I'm gonna do some magic. Magic? Charles, it says talent.
Dudes these days is turning soft. Like, I don't understand. Me, I stay hard. Like, I get them killers on you in a second if you cross me.
Let's flip it!
I should have left you on that street corner where you were standing. But you didn't.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh yeah!
I love you, bitch. Oh my god. I ain't gonna never stop loving you, bitch.
What the fuck is going on in here on this day?
I'll be okay if I get one. If I had one wish, we'd be best friends.
Chris, what's up, dog?
You pretty drunk? Jumping off the roof. Really?
What? Dude, what?
No,
Chris,
no.
what the hell? No! Chris!
Hey, I want to be famous.
Hold on, something's coming out of here. Look, there's a bird, dude. It knows what's good. I'm telling you, I just heard it inside.
Is that a dog in a car? Hey, hey! Where'd you learn to drive? What?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
That's interesting. But what is also interesting is that I don't give a shit.
I don't understand why you're mad at me. You killed my mom. Yeah, but then I said April Fools. Dude, I got you good. You did.
Dude, what the fuck? This is your space. This is your area. You can't do that here.
I like running through white people neighborhoods with my shirt off.
I'm gonna steal all your stuff.
New Year's Eve, New Year's me. Got him.
Turn up with it.
I'm dating. Oh, really? I need dating help. I'm joking. Be yourself.
Hey. Oh.
So you're gonna poke right here. All right. Good for
I ain't here to talk. I'm ready to whip your ass. What's up? What's up?
Got an eggplant patch right there. I'm sure you know why. Is your dick? That's my favorite veggie.
If your parents ground you for getting bad grades, hide a glass of milk in their room and let that shit curdle.
I just googled what slay means. What the heck? I do not kill people. I promise I do not slay. Back to school with kids.
Hit me! Hit me with your car!
I like buttholes. Stop it!
It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life.
Alright, we gotta go pick Dylan up before we go. Oh, Dylan's coming? I know, he's probably in a fucking tank top or something. Where the fuck are they?
Does anyone here have a nickname they would like to go by? Young Boo-Boo. No.
Would you stop it? Right now! Stop throwing things on the board!
You're so fucking stupid. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but a crowbar would do it so much quicker.
Hey, I always get the vibe that you, like, hate me or something. What? Me hate you? You're right.
Mom, can you pass me my drink, please? Sure, honey, here you go. Mom, drink it, pussy.
1, 2, 3, my baby don't mess around because she loves me so.
What do you want from me? Please,
I'm gonna change this car from red to black.
Did it work?
No.
My heart bleeds black blood for you, and it's like a lock that will never be unchained.
You may now speak.
Baby, you know that I miss you. I wanna get with you tonight, but I cannot, baby girl. And
Something?
Just chilling with my cousin. He got hit by the fan.
Brian,
Yeah?
do you want to go to the dance with me?
No. What the fuck is a penny right there? Oh shit!
90% of the time, I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
Meow meow, wait. Oh meow meow, get up. No, he did. Oh shit, meow meow, I thought she was dead.
play that. I got my demons, they don't know I'm fierce enough to let them go. It's like a fire, a stranglehold. I wish I was invincible.
Today, Nasada sends off a ship to the moon for a so-called test, but something seems wrong.
Did you see that explosion in the sky? Word from Nasada is this was all part of the plan.
My whole life, I thought my father abandoned me.
He had to leave.
For my own good? You know, that has never made sense to me.
He was needed.
Yeah, I needed him here. How long have you known?
6 years?
What?
It's when I started training.
Three on one, you beat on my boys. How'd you think this was gonna go, kid?
Tommy!
There ain't no heroes, nobody coming to save you. It's just me.
My name's Tyler Bueno, and I play Kurt Schuyler in Who We Really Are.
I'm Brandon Shane, and I play Tim Sanchez.
I'm Speed Washington, and I play the character of Melissa.
My name's Robin Dawn, and I play Aaron.
My name is Dallas Grant, and I play Donovan. My name is Quentin Huckabee, and I play Garrett.
Hi, my name is Caleb Lynn, and I play Gregory Pops Holmes in the upcoming production of Who We Really Are.
Spent so many hours just trying to write this stupid first page.
He relates. I think he's relatable. He has a lot of dreams.
The third thing about Tim, I really like the relationship him and Kurt have, and also he's, a ladies' man.
The favorite thing about Pops is he's a really down-to-earth guy. He really understands where he comes from. He's got a firm grasp on his beliefs, and I really, really respect.
And we are now back. So, let's jump back into this thing.
Called love. I'm kidding.
Oh yeah, let's do this.
So as I see Milo, I pull out the shotgun, and
the guards drop down from the roof, and three of them pick him up and hold him, and they're like, "Go and take the shot!"
My God.
No, I'm joking.
Free. He took something and put it back.
He touched something, shoot him! No, so he kind of heads out. You guys know that it's like nighttime because your bodies can tell that it's been long enough that it's nighttime,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still bright outside.
Okay. When do we know if we're supposed to go meet with the king yet?
You were supposed to meet up at the tavern. That's what Stitch said.
Has it been enough time though? Like, do we need to head that way?
Yes, that's actually why I brought up the time.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we wait for Milo to make his waddle over here, and we will head that way.
Yeah, I walk over to him and I'm like, "Oh, hey, talk to the doctor. Apparently they can remove the obsidian."
Hey, okay. That's good.
And there's a 75% chance it could paralyze me permanently.
Oh.
So,
Is there an
and
ore to
also-
that?
Huh?
Is there an ore? Another option?
They keep it in indefinitely until, in their words, I have an accident that would naturally allow them to remove the obsidian. It's very complicated. Basically, they basically told me have the guy that chopped me in half again, and then remove the obsidian from me before he heals me again.
Huh.
I mean, I could do that if you wanted to.
Neptune from SpongeBob. It's even funnier the second time. as he's like bringing the axe down.
Well, then I mentioned that it kind of like the obsidian was replacing part of my vertebrae, and they said, "Oh, well, that's not good." And they said that the obsidian might, like, spread to replace my entire spine. I don't know how that will work. Or it could, like, poison me and I could die.
Well, it sounds like to me keeping it in there is not a good idea.
Also, weird thing happened. I reached into my pocket, had a mask that I did not take, and when I was putting it back, that voice told me that I should take it, and then told me that my parents worked for him, and they stole something from him, and he didn't come out and say it, but it is implied that that's why they died.
Okay.
So, also, and then my eyeball started bleeding.
It was a good trip to the doctor, is what he's trying to say.
Okay.
So, did you guys find anything, or what were you doing?
Definitely not making out in the car.
Wait. Who said that?
Definitely not doing that.
We were just talking.
Oh.
But it seems to be getting about time for us to go meet at the cavern. So not the cavern, the tavern. Golly.
It's a fantastic cavern.
Yeah.
So we should probably head that way.
Okay. Yeah.
So we get in the car and we
Drive.
we go boop boop boop.
Spell check. Do I need to do another spell check, Wyatt?
Yes. Spell Hindenburg Tavern.
Oh my god.
Hindenburg Tavern. Okay. HINDENBURG space TAVERN.
Okay. Thank you for selecting Takaka Tavern.
Oh no.
You'll be arriving at your destination shortly.
Oh god.
And the car kind of lifts up and starts driving. Starts cruising, floating, chilling. Do you?
Wait, did I not spell Hindenburg correctly?
You did. The voice just can't pronounce it.
Oh, okay.
Give you a bit of a fright.
Oh, you terrified me there.
It kind of goes to a area that is like there's no vehicles outside or anything, which is weird because it's a tavern and it's close to the end of the night, so happy hour drinks. But there's just a few people gathered outside, and that's about it. The car lands.
Okay. All right then. We need to make our way inside. Move forward with this. And part of me feels that I was trying to find one where like they broke someone's spine, but I couldn't find it. So that's the best I could do.
You couldn't find any of them that was like ripping out a person's spine on Mortal Kombat?
Nope.
Well, no, there's one where Sub-Zero freezes a guy and then rips, reaches into his body and picks him up above his head and breaks him in half.
Oh my god.
This is horrible. This is graphic. Back to the game.
Anyways, I know we were supposed to come here to figure out something for the kingdom, to figure out what the elves are doing, but is it wrong? I don't care anymore.
No, I don't care. They're really rude, and I want to go home. And I miss Cynthia, and I want her big fur. So I want to go home.
I just don't want to be dying of whatever I'm having.
Another edgy 14-year-old sayings.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I guess we get out of the car and we go and meet with the rest of the people.
Yes.
There is, whenever you guys enter, there's Stitch standing on top of the countertop. He's covered in blood, and there's two dudes like beneath him fighting. Whenever you guys walk in, you see him jump off the counter and like elbow drop both of them.
Oh shoot. Yo, I'm gonna walk over there very forcefully, draw my sword and actually not draw my sword but pull Stitch off of them. And I'm like, what is the meaning of this?
He's like, oh, we're just having a bit of fun. And the two guys are kind of like, they're pinned underneath each other, the way their arms are laying, and they're laughing.
Oh, okay, so you're covered in blood. They're laughing about their pain. That's fun to all of you.
One of the ones on the ground was like, who brought this spoiled sport?
I'm gonna walk up behind Kanan. I did, and it's not polite to fight in front of a lady. So why don't you get your sorry asses up so we can finish this?
Finish them.
Sorry, ma'am. And they kind of like get themselves up, but smirking to themselves the whole time.
And you, aren't you supposed to be behaving better? You're supposed to be in charge of all of this, right?
And Stitch is still, you're still holding onto him, right?
I wasn't holding on to him. I just picked him up.
Oh, well, I figured you picked him up like a kid or something.
I did, and then I let him go whenever he said what he said.
He kind of readjusts his mask, and like, oh, yeah, we have 30 minutes and 25 seconds until we're supposed to be formal.
So you're gonna clean this place up in 30 minutes.
Oh, we ain't meeting the king here. This is just the rally point.
Okay. Okay. So, who else are we waiting for?
Well, you lot were second to last. The last one we're waiting for is Sven.
Oh my god, of course.
Oh, geez, Lord.
All right. Have you thought about so are we the only ones with message, or does everybody else have that too?
Only the people who, the chosen ones have message.
Oh, okay. Well, great. All right. Well, I guess we'll wait and make ourselves comfortable until he gets here.
Stitch, you have a moment? I need to talk with you in private.
He burps a couple times, and then like walks over to you. Very like shoulders flopped the whole time, like sarcastically. He's like, "Yes."
So I go to like the utmost
He smells like alcohol.
private area. Of course. I wrinkle my nose and I take him over to like the utmost private area of the tavern, I guess.
That'd be like kind of behind a curtain that a stage performer usually uses, but there's no stage performances tonight.
Okay, then I use that momentarily. So, I get it. You're a little tipsy, and that's great. So you want to tell me about this obsidian trade that you happen to be doing with my fiance?
That was a lot of words. Your fiance, is he the chubby dwarf guy?
No. He's the big fiery that wanted to split him in half the other night.
Oh, you mean the dude who took over the castle, the Richard's castle?
Richard's castle? Sure, yeah, that one.
Well, I didn't really deal with him. Came up, usually talked to Richard himself. Richard was nowhere to be found. A couple skeletons came out, said something about Richard no longer lives here, and I asked them to gather up the obsidian that I had given the Richard, and they said they'd have to go ask some guy named Smoth Raw or something.
Rothmere?
Yeah, that's the name.
So what do you plan on doing with this obsidian that you have in your possession?
Well, I don't have it currently. They took it at the checkout. But whenever I do get it back, I'm going to turn it into a nice piece of cloth to weave into my cloak.
So you're going to turn stone into a cloth? For what purpose? Magical protection?
Oh, definitely. I don't think you guys know, this obsidian stuff is probably the most valuable stuff there is.
And why are you trading with it?
Well, this is the king's stuff. He mines it, sells it to the elves. The elves give the humans magic that they don't want anymore. We pretty much it's our main export. It's the only thing the elves really want.
So if they wanted to start a nuclear war because you don't have it, is that a possibility you guys ever thought of?
I don't know what kind of war a nuclear one is, but it sounds bad. That's why I was called back in to make sure this shipment got through. This was the last of the obsidian mined from the volcanoes for the season.
Fine. Go back to enjoying your disgusting merriment and get yourself cleaned in 30 minutes or less than that. And I kind of wrinkle my nose again and I walk off.
Your girlfriend sure is bossy.
Shut up.
Girlfriends. Go ahead and roll a perception for me, actually.
Oh, okay. Oh God, what was that? Give me a moment. Weep it, crabby. Your girlfriend sure is bossy. Shut up. Perception. I got a 17.
As you kind of like walk off the stage, you hear what could be a whistle from his direction, like kind of under his breath.
Can I kind of like, I'm gonna turn back and look back at him, I guess.
He kind of like stumbles back a little bit. He's like, "Oh, okay, sorry, had to let some gas pass."
No.
You're disgusting. And I continue to walk off.
Oh.
And I go back to Kanan.
As you kind of arrive, the door to the tavern, like it looks like it gets kicked open almost, and what you guys see is the lower half, like the chest and legs, that's wearing Adidas track pants,
My God.
a Christmas sweater with like a trench coat around it, and the door kind of like falls off the hinges a little bit, and you hear, "Hey, it's me, your boy. Y'all waiting for me?" And he leans down, and it's Finn. And
Jesus Christ.
How
he's
tall
got
is he now?
about 8 foot.
Jeez.
He's got almost a full beard as well. Which before he was like mostly clean shaven, other than like some stubble.
Hey, Kanan. Who's that?
It's me,
It's
your boy,
Finn.
Finn.
That's not Finn. Are you playing a trick? That it didn't look like that.
No, he's been changing slowly, fastly.
Slowly. It's been 3 hours and he's gained 2 feet.
He's very tall. And she like kind of looks him up and down not in a good way either, just like, oh, a really tall person.
Well, could it be in a good way? Go ahead and roll a hotness check for me.
Oh no!
Gummit.
Don't you do it!
Mm.
Dang it! Oh man, it's a 16. Dang it!
I mean, he definitely prime specimen here.
Oh man. We still going on this end? Hopefully. Hold on, guys.
Yeah, I've been having trouble walking around areas I used to. Huh.
How did you get so tall? You like almost nearly 3.5 feet taller than me. That's not how you were last time I saw you.
Huh. And he kind of puts his head to the back of his head. His hand to the back of his head. He's like, I guess I have gotten a little bit taller, haven't I? And he stands up straight, and his elbow hits the roof. And he's like, oh! And it punctures a hole in it.
How about
Straight,
we go
and his
outside?
elbow,
That way it's a little easier for you. Yeah?
Stitch kind of stumbles back and is like, hey, yeah, that's probably a good idea. We need to head out anyways. Oh. That mustache, though, sorry.
With the what?
That mustache, though.
Yeah, right. So what are we doing, friends?
Well, if we're ready, honestly, I say if we're ready to go, we're ready to go.
Yeah, let's do this.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So you guys kind of Finn leads the way and walks out. Stitch follows him, and then the rest of you guys kind of file out along with the rest of the humans.
Okay.
And Stitch is like, "Oh, Sven, could you do the thing? This hangover is not going away." And Sven's like, "Oh, okay," and kind of like hits him on the back, and then hits him on the back again. And Sven's like, "Oh, okay, thank you. Sorry about that." And he like straightens up, and it seems to have like immediately sobered him.
Jesus.
Okay.
Very strange.
So, we're going to be taking our little group up to the castle, the big spire in the middle of the city. It's going to be a long ride on the lift, but we should all be able to make it up there soon if we go in groups of 3.
Okay. Well, there's 3 of us here, so.
Alrighty. And he kind of you guys have followed him onto a platform.
Okay.
And it kind of disconnects from the rest of the platform and floats towards the spire.
Bye, buddy. I hope you find your dad. Bye, buddy.
Pretty much.
This is very weird. This feels like witchcraft. Like one giant witch elf made this place.
It's definitely not normal.
This is the one with a black eye that's like imbued magic. But the platform reaches the spire, and a door opens up in the spire area, and it looks like just a box.
Okay. A black door opens up in the spot, and it looks like a box.
Yeah, like just a room with no windows or doors other than the one that opened up.
Okay. Well, everyone be on your guard.
Yes.
So, no. So you 3 enter first.
Okay.
Do what?
We enter first.
That was a question.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys kind of step on, and Sven reaches in and clicks a button on the inside of it, and he leans back out and he's like, "See at the top," and the door's shut.
It's an elevator.
Ground,
God.
yes. The ground seemingly jostles a little bit, but then other than that, you can't really tell anything.
Okay.
And there is a number that's going up slowly. And you hear a voice coming from. It sounds like the walls around you, but it says, "Hello. Thank you for visiting. Please make sure not to cause any bodily harm to the staff or employees."
We will not. God of the Elf Kingdom.
And then the doors open up again, and there is a long hallway. Or not a long hallway, it's kind of a circular room. There is glass behind a desk, and a gentleman in a chair kind of turns around, and he's wearing reddish, dark red robes. He's an older man.
Okay.
He's like, "Oh, it seems as if my visitors have arrived."
Yes. Hello, and I get on one knee and say, I am Kanan, paladin of Igneo. And these are my friends, Sinri and Milo. We are with the caravan.
And I take it everything went swimmingly.
From what we understand, yes. From what we know.
Oh yeah, we've been having a grand time.
Good. And he kind of turns and gets up from his chair, walks around the table and goes, "I'm assuming Stitch is with you, correct?"
Correct. He should be on his way up here.
And as you say that, it ding, and Stitch, Sven, and one of the girl humans step out. And Sven's like, "Hey, Emperor!" And Stitch is like, Hey, we got that caravan parked out front. You want to do your thing? And the Emperor's like, okay. One moment. And hits a few things on the desk. And a group of, like, heavily armored elves come out. And they're in, like, white royal armor.
Jeez.
And they kind of get in the elevator to go back down.
Okay.
Stitch is like, all right, well, you guys said you needed to talk to the king. Emperor, right?
Did we say that, guys? I'm trying to.
I say, I think we were supposed to speak with him on behalf of King Quincy.
Oh, yes. And why didn't he send his usual representatives?
They got themselves injured, trying to prove a point.
They were never the brightest.
That's for sure.
But you lot seem to have made your way in like useful people.
Yeah, sure.
I am assuming you're not the Emperor?
Me?
Correct.
What? Why, yes, I am indeed the Emperor.
Oh, I only asked because you asked if we need to speak to him, so I was a little bit confused.
Well, a few of my subjects say referring to myself in the third person might confuse people, but I like the ring.
Not to be forward, but we were told about some things that we could potentially help us. Someone said that we could find help here in the Elf Kingdom about leaving this world and going to another.
Whoa. Astral projection, plane hopping, or are you into the theory that this world that we're currently in is collapsing as well as the dwarves?
I don't know what I believe anymore. I just know that things are not the way that King Quincy is making them to seem. And people who I thought I could trust, I can't trust anymore. And someone who's counting on me is apparently in another world somewhere. So whatever it needs to be, plane hopping, astral, or this prophecy, at this point I don't care.
I can get you to the royal sorcerer, and he might be able to tell you more. He does subscribe to the theory of dimensional destruction, but that seems to be the right thing. He is our smartest, after all.
Then we would very much like to speak with him. Please.
Alrighty, I will arrange your meeting. And Stitch is like, oh, this has been absolutely wonderful, Sheev, but I feel like our payment should be here soon. And the Emperor, kind of leans back and goes, "Oh, yes, of course. It's that ship you wanted, correct?" And Stitch is like, yeah, you said you'd fix it. He's like, we've attempted to fix it, but there's parts of it that they don't make anymore, so we've had to custom retrofit a few things onto it.
I know it's none of my concern, but a ship. That seems very old school for those of you here in the Elf Kingdom. I wouldn't think sea travel is your sort of thing.
Well, this is actually a ship of one of our designs. Used to push cargo across the ocean, but now it has been disconnected from the cargo shipment container and is used for, what did you say, Stitch? And Stitch is like, I like to call it pirating quests, but without the pirating.
All right.
Oh my god.
Well, if you don't mind, Stitch, I would like to see it whenever you get your ship. It's been a good minute since I've seen a sea craft.
Yes, seriously, Jeremy. But he's like, well, if you guys are planning on leaving this wonderful city afterwards, you could hop a ride with me. I'm heading to the dwarfs to drop off a few other things at their kingdom.
Honestly, that sounds good to me.
Well, that shouldn't take too long for us. I'll have you know, my ship back in its prime actually traveled through the Broken Snake Pass in half the time it usually takes, with a shipment of very dangerous artifacts.
Obsidian? I didn't say that. All right. Well, like I said, I'm very excited to see what this thing can do. I once knew a man who had a ship that made the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs.
Okay, good. You got the reference. I was like, Jesus, am I gonna need to be like, my name is Stitch Solo?
God dang it.
But Stitch kind of like comes to the side and he's like, "Hey, Sven, help me with this." And Sven's like, "No, he helps Sven get the satchel that he had, and takes it over and sets it down on the countertop, and like goes back over to Stitch, and he's like, "Well, we're gonna go ahead and head down. You said it was at the docks, right?" And she was like, "Yes." And they head down the elevator.
All right. Well,
how many universes can we meld into one?
Well, it is what it is.
All right. Well, I don't want to seem imposing, but how soon can we meet with this wizard?
I do believe he is scheduled for training with a few of the young people that we've brought into the guard. If you'd like to now.
Yes, it seems like we are on a time crunch, so much appreciated if we could.
He's like, all right, and he goes and sits back down in his chair, and he's like, I'll send word, and the elevator doors open back up.
All right, and I kind of bow, and I say thank you. May you have a blessed day. And then I walk out.
Yeah, and I walk out. I kind of just nod and follow Anon.
And I guess Sinri's staying there.
No. Scenery travels where you travel.
Should know that.
Yeah. The elevator doors shut, but they don't go back to where you guys got on originally.
Okay.
It goes down and opens up in like a very like mid-level area, and it is a open terrace that has or terrace, however you want to pronounce it, with a few trees, and there is a another older-looking man with a sharp beard, and he's training a few like children elf. There's 10 of them, kind of lined up in front of him.
Okay. I walk forward and I go, excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt, but the Emperor brought us down here. We were looking for a wizard who could possibly help us with, how would you put, world transportation.
He finishes the like gesture he was doing to the kids, and they all stand at attention. And he turns around and goes, "The dimensional hop, as I like to call it, the big one, the climax, the showstopper, the end game. What do you know about it?"
Nothing.
I know there are 14 million possibilities, but only one will work.
God, you figured this one out immediately, and I barely said anything. Oh, okay.
Was I right though?
Yes.
You said in game, and that's for some reason that's what clicked in my head.
I didn't even think about that. Well, this guy turns around and he says that, and you, what do you say? What do you say?
I say, you could say that. I'm broken right now, and I thought we were brought here for a reason, and I don't believe it anymore. And I would like to return back to the world that I came from. But if what you're saying is true, then that's not possible.
Well, there's lots of things that are possible and lots of things that aren't possible. One of them being I think that you could help me a lot more than Rage did.
That seems to be the common theme around here.
Yes, well, their leader is a human, so that should tell you everything you need to know.
Well, technically going off of what this world believes, Sinri is our leader, but Sinri doesn't say much. So you could say I'm honorary leader, I guess. I don't know.
Laughable at best. A strong leader stays silent and only speaks when she needs to.
Fair enough.
You, on the other hand, have a strong shield. I see the essence around you as a shield for the team. As for you, little one, you are definitely the fingers.
The what?
The finger of the group.
The fingers.
Yeah, it's your new nickname now. The fingers.
This is Jeremy.
Like, I'm sorry, what? He goes without.
I'm the finger. Can you elaborate, sir?
Very useful. Willing to break if the team needs it, and oftentimes stickier than they like to put on.
Wait, what? I'm. That caught me off guard. Sorry. I'm still confused about what do you mean?
You're
What
a
do you mean willing
thief.
to trade?
My gosh, I might be wrong. You might be the toes. All right. If you'd like to follow me into my office.
Yes. I do. I apologize for my friend. We will proceed.
I'm just trying to get answers.
He told you the fingers because you're a thief. You're sticky fingers.
That's why I said the sticky bandits.
Yeah.
And the kids kind of like they stay in formation even after he leaves, and you guys kind of follow him through a garden into a open office type area, like where it's he's got a desk, but it's like kind of out in the middle of a garden.
Okay.
And he turns around quickly and goes, "All right, so this is very imposing, but are you willing to take a truth bond?"
If you explain what a truth bond is.
Well, naturally. A truth bond, take a sample of your blood, take a sample of my blood. The thing that I am about to tell you cannot physically be said to anyone, no matter what, if you take the truth bond.
So, you tell us this. We're not allowed to say anything to anybody else. Besides who's here. God, that's gonna suck when we get more party members.
Yeah.
And if we say something, do we die?
No, there isn't if we say something. You physically cannot.
Oh!
If you have the intentions to tell someone, you lose memory of it.
Completely, like it's gone forever.
Nope, just until you stop wanting to tell them.
Milo, do not talk. So,
quick question before we continue. I have someone that is talking to me. So what would I do about that? She's like in my head.
Common case of schizophrenia. Sorry, that is a magical term that I have recently coined in my years as a physician/magician. It means these voices in your head are in your head. They are created by you, for you, and only you. So it would be under the same contract of not being able to say anything.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's created by me because it knows stuff about me that I didn't even know.
So a case of amnesia with a split personality?
Well, yeah.
Well, either way, anything inhabiting your body, whether it be tapeworm or magical demons spying on you, will not be able to speak the truth about this subject if you take the truth bond.
So they can't tell anybody either.
Correct.
Oh, that's good.
It is. So, do we accept on the truth bond?
Yes.
Sure.
Can I roll insight to make
Alrighty.
sure that he's truthful on that and there's not any other consequences?
You can, yes.
Okay. Not roll insight. I gotta
And
stop doing that. My God, I'm about to throw my dice. I believe a word this guy says. I believe everything he says. He could tell me that this whole thing is a lie, and I would be like, "Oh yeah, you're right," because I got a 1.
Can I also see if he's telling the truth?
Correct.
I got a 13.
Okay. He is speaking the truth. It's almost as if he's talking from a spot of neutrality, where instead of a secret agenda, he truly works for no one.
Okay.
Real quick before we continue, what is your name, Mr.
Howard?
Start.
Mr. Howard?
No. Howard Unusual.
Okay, Stephen Strange.
Well,
But
that's
unusual is spelled unusually. Funny enough. It is UN-AUSUAL.
Oh, that's awful.
All right.
Okay, well, that's pretty strange. I guess let's get on with the truth.
Well, it's not strange, it's unusual, but... Alright, so... Here, take this, take
Damn
this, swallow it, and then spit into this handkerchief. And he hands you all a pill.
Yep.
All right. I guess bottoms up.
More like tops down. Did you guys just roll?
No.
Okay. Thought I heard rolling. So you take the pill and it pokes your tongue and your tongue starts bleeding. And you get,
And what do we learn?
like, instinctively spit, and it goes into the handkerchief, and then the handkerchief kind of like spins into the air and then creates a like bubble around you guys.
Okay.
And Serena, I'm assuming you're doing all this stuff as well. So he kind of gets a little serious, and he's like, "All right, so the world is ending. There's nothing. Well, there's nothing that most people can do about this. I, on the other hand, have figured out a way to stop it."
Okay. And how would that be?
We know where the original insertion point was for all of this magic.
All
So we take a drill made up entirely of obsidian, and we drill into it, busting the seal just enough to send some of our magic through, and then we seal it shut.
Oh.
This is gonna sound like a dumb question, but send it where? Send it through to where?
We have no clue. Whatever's on the other side. But of course, before then, we will be doing extensive tests, sending subjects through, trying to pull them back. Because at the moment, the exposure site isn't hostile, but the area around it is hostile.
And you're going to do that here?
No, we are currently building the drill here, and then we are transferring it to the Forbidden Forest.
Okay.
Seems kind of dangerous. Good thing danger's my name.
All right.
Milo Danger Thornfield, Thorngage.
So the thing is, that ends up saving this world. However, that doesn't really solve my problem of getting back to mine.
He kind of like squints and puckers his lips a little bit. He's like, From what we can tell so far, there's nothing on the other side. At least nothing alive."
Okay. Does that blood pact, well, that thing that we did, does that work for you as well? If we were to tell you something, you couldn't tell anyone else.
Correct. Everything said in this bubble stays in this bubble, and then whenever it disappears as well.
All right, then I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. for one, the three of us have been having a connected, continuing dream. We, in this dream, we are a robot of some sort. I'm learning what that means, but we are some sort of mechanical being. We started at some man's cabin, and we ended up walking down a street, and Milo here was the last one in our party to have the dream, but he made it to a barrier, and outside the barrier was our friend Sven, but he was in almost like an evil jester type of outfit, I believe, and was trying to make his way into the barrier. Now, when Sven told me about this, he said that the robot was trying to attack him. We've also been noticing lately, too, that Sven is growing rapidly. I don't know if this all is connected or not, but do with that as you will.
Well, question on the growth. Has Sven's diet changed any from what it usually is?
Not that I know of his diet. He was the jester for the human king, and they used him as, I think Serena fell asleep. Serena.
Howard Unusual is just like, well, that's just rude. No.
We took him away from there because they were using him as a pretty much a disease net, and letting everyone just touch him, and he was getting very sick. And as soon as people stopped doing that, he started to grow, be a little bit healthier. Weirdly, out of nowhere, telling me that before he told me he had no experience in fighting, but then he could shoot a crossbow with no issues. And he's getting about 8 feet tall at this point. He's not stopping.
Oof.
And we've kind of caught,
certainly large.
We've caught him in a lie too. He says that I'm not sure if you've ever seen him here, but he says that he comes here on business with Rage. However, the thing is, we were told that the Elf Kingdom and the humans are not on the best of terms, but everyone seems to know him here, so things are not adding up, and I feel like it might have to do with this. What you're talking about.
Well, while I have heard stories of Sven, I can assure you he has been here before with Rage. And on another note, on the Elf Kingdom not doing as well, with the Human Kingdom, we have our differences, but mainly it's been a radicalized organization that has separated from the state, causing, I'd say, terrorist acts on neighboring communities.
Okay. Good to know.
It's almost like they call themselves the Separatists. But they've been receiving funding from an unknown source. We originally assumed the humans, but then the group has started attacking the humans, so now we assume it's the dwarfs.
That's
or an unknown third party.
That's funny because when we woke up here, there were 3 elves who tried to get us killed automatically. Maybe they're connected?
I have no reports of any troopers being sent to receive any. I mean, we wouldn't even have known you guys were alive until the beam went out, and by then, it would have been hard to find you.
Oh, that's a good point. Can I know you said he's pretty neutral, so I trust him, and no, I don't want to roll. No, never mind.
Could slap that good old-fashioned zone of truth up if you want the absolute truth.
Will that work in there?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
Yeah. Then everyone will know the exact truth and nothing but the truth.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast that. He's got to make a charisma saving throw of 13.
He is actually not against just telling the truth.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't even use a spell slot because everyone inside is a willing participant.
Okay.
But the effects are applied.
Okay.
Oh god.
I understand what you're saying, but it doesn't quite make sense. 3 high elves show up to our site where we're brought up, and then proceed to say they're leading us to the king, and then hire a couple of humans to take us out. And the humans told us that they were hired to kill us so they could run experiments on us.
Well, along with those humans being absolutely untrustworthy enough to tell the targets what was going on, they were more than likely just their own separate thing. Because if you think about it, why would elves bring you to the human king?
No, that's well. Here's the thing. Now I get that, but at the time I didn't. But the thing was, they weren't even going to bring us to the king. They were just telling us that.
A few leaks have happened. That is, they think that the chosen ones can kill the siren and then bring balance to everything. But we have not found any siren. We have not found any chosen one. They're on their own wavelength whenever it comes to theories.
All right. The siren. What is the siren? Do you know?
They say that it is a woman of indeterminable species that helps the tear open wider by singing. But we've been to the site multiple times, and we have not heard such things, or any of the animals in the local area that we have used speak with. They have not heard anything of the sort as well.
I was told by a member of Rage that, and you may not believe this, but with everything going on, I believe it. He says they've done this before. 2 other times. Or 3 other times. Where they have met this siren. They got rid of her. Things were fine. But then when they woke up, it went back to normal. So this has happened multiple times. But you just don't remember it.
Well, that is unusual, but I can't say that I remember them doing any expeditions to the Forbidden Forest.
Well, you wouldn't, because your whole world reset. So something's wrong. There's some sort of piece that's missing. And maybe you can help us figure that out. If we're to be stuck here, then we might as well help.
I didn't mean to type that.
Oh, what's this? What's this? 3E, 4WW, that'll be remembered forever.
What happened?
My cat jumped on my keyboard.
Oh. Stupid cat.
Hey, by the way, what happened earlier today?
What?
About what?
You sent a whole paragraph?
Yeah, I do not know. I did that, there was 4 opened messages of random text that I was sending to random numbers.
Well, I thought it was like you were having a stroke and was attempting to get help by texting me, and I was like, understood.
I'm in Seymour, but I'll do what I can.
I don't know where you live, but I'll have cops pursue the area.
All right.
But the Howard is like, well, the spell is about to run out, so I do have to tell you the truth on this. I do not care if you help us or not. We would appreciate the help, but we will proceed with our plan to drill through the breach with or without the humans, or the dwarves' consent. Because the humans don't want to meddle with this. They believe rage will protect them. And the dwarves seemingly have their own plan.
Alright. Well, we will, we don't really have a whole lot of options at this point, so we will, we'll discuss it, and we'll let you know in some way.
Alright. Well, the scroll kind of rolls up and goes back into a pill.
Okay.
And it falls into the palm of his hand and then disintegrates. He's like, alright, well, that was a lot of magic use for me today. You guys have limitless magic, but for us people who have been here this whole time, a spell like that drains you.
That's fair. And I say, well, I appreciate the information, but we must get going. But is there some way to contact you once we're outside of the dome?
Let me see if I have one on me. He pulls out a door handle.
Okay.
He's like, if this falls into the wrong hands, and some unfathomable beast arrives at my doorstep through this door, well, I'll be dead. But any survivors here will probably be on your head. And he hands you the door handle. He's like, whenever you want to return, just hold it out, turn it, and it will open up a door here.
Alright. I will guard it with my life.
Rothmir's just like, oh, heck yeah! Way into the castle!
And I bow to him, and we proceed to head out.
So you guys head out, and kind of like on your way back, you get back in the elevator, and it goes down farther, and it goes to, it kind of like comes out of the spire and floats to the edge and lands, and Stitch is outside, and he's standing next to a ship signing the rest of the paperwork. The ship is massive, but it doesn't look like it floats on water. It looks like a ship, but with thrusters attached to it.
Okay.
And it's just like, oh, hey guys, just getting her warmed up, and we're about to head out. You guys ready?
I am rather confused, but with everything I've been learning here, that doesn't shock me. Yes, we are ready.
Yeah, let's do this.
Sven, you can see him in the back. He's helping load up boxes and stuff, and he picks up a box that's like bigger than a carriage and takes it in to the ship. And he's like, all right, that should be the last one, actually. So we've got some barracks in there for you guys. It's going to be probably a day to get across.
All right, then what are we waiting for?
He kind of taps the paperwork and hands it back to the short, like, elf girl, and she takes it and leaves. And he leads you onto the ship, which you guys go up to the top, and then he kind of opens up a door, and he's like, "Oh, barracks are this way. I will be steering this thing, so if you need me, talk to me there." And he heads up the ship to the like bow.
Okay.
And through the doorway, there's 4 rooms set up, and then there is a common area where a bunch of people are sleeping.
All right. Are we sleeping in there with them, or do we have our own?
You guys are the 4 rooms.
Okay, just making sure. All right. I look at Milo and Cindery and I say, we should probably rest. We've not had any rest at all, and it seems it's going to be a long journey ahead.
Yep, that seems like it.
So, Cindery and I will take this room, and we will hopefully be there when we wake up.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Be in the boat or at the Dwarf Kingdom?
The kingdom.
Okay. Just is in the ocean. It's wait, no. And before you guys head in, you notice that the ship, it thrusts up into the air and floats off of its supports.
Ooh.
And it floats across the land, and then it kind of lets itself go back into the water.
Ooh, okay.
And then it sets sail. There's a crew of the 10 guys that Stitch has been with, plus 20 more that have just kind of been picked up. Or that's the crew of the ship that was already at the Elf Kingdom.
Okay.
And so you guys get to the rooms. They're modest. There is a hammock kind of above a bed in all of them. There is a small chest, desk, and a tea light.
Okay. Well, I know for me, if we're settling in for the night, I make sure Cindery's comfortable, as it sounds like she is right now.
She's actually, this whole day has kind of been, it's been for her, the lag has gotten up to her, from being at the castle.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, she's almost experiencing jet lag, and she kind of dozes off and leans over onto you.
Okay, so I pick her up and I put her. And is there a bed in there? Is that what you said?
There's a pretty big sized bed, but then up against the wall above the bed there is a hammock, which can also be used for sleeping. Or if you have bananas, you can put the bananas up there.
I'm gonna probably. I'm
throws her on the floor, jumps on the bed.
No, I'm gonna put her in the bed, and I'm gonna go what I normally do and sleep sitting down in front of the bed, even though there's a hammock. I'll go back to my protector stance.
Well,
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say okay, and Milo, you, but you.
I want to kind of, I guess, meditate or think really hard, to try to see if I can induce a vision or call out the thing that's been talking to me.
Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh,
and you want it to be very low.
13.
Okay, that's pretty good. You kind of sit there on the bed, and instead of a meditate where you're home, you're actually like you're about to poop, but like a really forcing, Like it's almost hurting your throat. How bad you're forcing this. And then you kind of hear a pop, and the room goes dark. And you, whenever you open your eyes, you can see somebody standing in front of you.
Can I see clearly what he looks like?
It's the room's pretty dark. The like one little tea light's barely lighting up anything. But you can. It looks as if this man has horns on the top of his head, and he's got like flowing robes.
Ooh. I'm like, oh. I guess thanks for gracing me with your presence. I still had questions. What do you want with me?
I thought I made myself very clear, but as with you, halflings, sometimes does not get through all the way. You are my employee. I will pay you to continue the job that your parents left.
About that. Did you kill my parents?
No, of course not.
Can I see if I can sense if he's possibly lying about that?
What's your plus to insight?
Insight's a +2.
No, you can't.
Okay.
Yeah, the only reason I said that, by the way, is because you physically could not roll high enough.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So I respond to that. Okay. Did you? So you didn't physically kill them?
No. I did not
Did you
physically, mentally, emotionally, magically harm your parents.
Did you have someone kill them?
No. Milo, you seem to be asking all these questions, but none of them are getting you answers. So maybe if you ask the right questions, we can work out more of the right answers. Like, what is it that you want? You're in a new world. Your original goal was to adventure, but now it seems as if adventuring is getting the best of you. Now you want more. Whether it be a place to call your own, or possessions you can show off to friends, or better yet, the admiration of everyone.
What do I want? Well, that's a tricky subject, isn't it? Part of me wants to, try to do right by the world and try to be a good person and defend people. But there is a part of me that thinks that I bother with defending people that are always looking down on me, figuratively and literally. So what exactly did my parents do for you?
Well, odds and ends, but mainly they lived their life as they should. They did things that they thought were noble for people for so long that they realized that the people around them did not care for them. As the same thing is happening to you, Milo. I feel as if you know what I mean, but it seems like all of the people around here, other than the dwarfs, who seem only use you as entertainment. But the elf that you travel with has made it clear that she does not like you. And the other one, he follows her command.
Bull crap!
Well, see, that's not exactly true.
Is it not?
No, it's not. It's not true.
Toys crap.
Well,
And he kind of like waves his hand up a little bit, and the room changes to the car in the parking lot of the. That's really weird saying in a medieval D&D, but the car in the parking lot outside the museum, and it he plays back over, and you see you and Kanan and Sinri, and you see her, and she's like berating you and like just repeatedly telling you to shut up. And Kanan he's standing there looking at you with like a look of disgust almost. He goes, "This is not what I saw. Did we see something different?"
you know, it's complicated.
Well,
Senri
like,
is.
sorry.
Oh, go.
He doesn't say anything.
Senri is. She's very passionate about things, and sometimes that can manifest in different ways. Maybe that's what you're seeing, and you're just you're trying to twist it to make me see something different.
Well, the thing is, this is from your view, Milo. I have no stake in this. It does not matter what she says to me. She's saying it to you. And here, let's rewind to something else. And he kind of like goes to a different area, and it's around the circle right after you got put back together, and it's Kanan talking to you with Sinri again, and this time it's Kanan, and he's like, why did you just not listen to him? Why didn't you just listen to him? And that repeats a couple times. And then whenever it looks like you, Milo, in the vision is trying to say something, you're just being like, you can't. It seems like you're muted almost.
Why are you showing me these things?
Because if I'm with you and you're with me, things like this won't happen.
I mean, my parents were with you and they ended up dead.
Because they left me. They betrayed
me. And Okay, here's a question. Do you know how to remove this obsidian from inside me?
There is no obsidian inside you.
What do you mean?
The doctor that they brought you to is in on this as well. They told him to tell you that something was wrong with you, that it can be fixed, but only by someone with magical abilities. Oh, isn't that convenient that one of your friends just so happens to be able to remove stuff like this?
But there is something inside me. You told me there's something inside me.
Okay, out of character. Did he?
Yes.
Well, retcon that, because that's not true. I don't remember saying that like he said that obsidian was in you. I mean, he said there was something inside you, but not
Yeah.
obsidian.
You said something was inside me.
Oh, okay. So unretcon
He could have
that.
been. He could have been talking figuratively.
Yes, unretcon that. He whenever you say, well, you said there was something inside of me, and he goes, yes, a passionate soul, a man who wants nothing but to live his life. That's what's inside you, not some volcanic glass.
I mean, you know, Kanan and like Senri, they told me that Senri told me that the guy that killed me put obsidian in me. That didn't happen, you're saying?
Of course not.
You have
Another fabrication.
Do you have a view of that? And what really happened? In your little rewindy thing?
He looks at you sarcastically and kind of flicks his wrist again, and it kind of scrolls back a few moments, and it shows Sidney and Kanan standing next to Rothmere, just talking to him normally, and you hear Sidney go, now that he's dead, he'll be indebted to us. Revive him. And Rothmere walks over to your body, and heals you without doing anything else.
Whoa. Oh, and I wouldn't even know that would happen because I was dead at the time.
Correct.
How do I know these visions aren't just you trying to manipulate me?
The things I've given you so far has been live your life to the fullest, take what you want, because there's only a few people in this world that cares for you. Now, all of those things have been a message for you. What have I got to gain from you stealing the random ice cream cone or the random 50 cents for some old man?
I don't know. You relish seeing me corrupted, perhaps.
If only I could have a base desire as simple as that.
Okay. What are you called?
I go by many names, but the ones that your parents called me, I'm gonna have to switch it, or copyright's gonna slap me in the mouth. They called me, gosh, Hinnock.
Oh, what?
Hinnok. Hinnock.
Hinnock. Okay. And if I join you, what do I get out of it?
Whatever you want. Here, something that you might, a proof of concept, let's say. And he switches it back to the boat room, and you see Cybot standing there next to him. And he goes, "Go ahead. This one has had a very long leash. I will tighten it for you." And he kind of clenches his fist, and Cybot stands up straight.
Okay, what are you doing now?
Give it a command. It's been causing you nothing but trouble, hasn't it?
I mean, I guess it's been doing things without no discernible rhyme or reason.
Well, this is your shadow. This is a representation of you. It does not control this. You do.
Okay, jump.
Cybot kind of like almost straight-legged, but like crouches down and jumps up in the air.
So you're telling me that all you want from me is to just live my life?
I want you to cut out the people in your life that are causing you grief.
No one's causing me grief.
From your current perspective, they aren't. But I feel as if there's a rage boiling inside of you. You might not know it, but this obsidian shard that you have inside you, as they put it, might just be your subconscious attempting to break free.
Well, Davey, that's the thing, isn't it? See all those people causing you grief are holding you back and holding you back.
Shut up.
Genesis. I love them. Right, so.
God dang it.
Hennig claps his hands and he's like, "Yes, exactly!"
Whoever that random person was. So you're saying that there's no obsidian, I'm not being poisoned, then what the hell is going on with my face and these veins and my fucking eyeballs bleeding? Can you explain that?
While I can't explain the blood in the eye, this might help you. And he grabs the mirror off the desk and shows it to you. And you're perfectly normal. There's no black veins in your eyes. Your eyes look exactly like they did before.
Huh?
It seems as if this is another bout of control that they are attempting to put on top of you.
But I mean, the veins, I've seen them.
No, you haven't. The veins have been on your neck and up your face.
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind. I thought they were on my hands too.
Nah.
Why would they lie? Why
would anyone lie? Control.
Yeah. Why? Why them?
If they've been thrown into a situation that they don't understand, they might be grasping for power anywhere they can find it, and you just so happen to fit their need.
So, are you able to I don't know, if I wanted like power, if I wanted the ability to do things that you know, would that be something that you could do?
Most definitely.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, hmm. Well, this is a lot to think about.
We have time together. And maybe try to make new friends at the door. They seem to like you a lot more.
Yeah, except you also told me that they are only using me for entertainment.
The ones at the gathering, yes.
Oh. Hmm. I'm just having a hard time believing that Kanan and Sindri would be in on this or lie to me about something as trivial as this. Sindri didn't even know that she wasn't even around when I was revived.
Correct. So they
So how
played
would
it off
she?
like usual.
Yeah, but she's the one that brought it up when she saw me when we reunited. She brought up my face without Kanan. Well, I mean, oh, well, I guess Kanan could have told her that, hey, by the way, he has a messed up face. Go along with it. Uh, but she seemed like genuinely shocked about how I looked. You're saying that that was just an act?
As to not influence your decision farther, I will leave you with this one thought. Maybe this whole place has been working against you. And then he kind of like does his hand again, and the light gets brighter, and he disappears, and so does Sidewalk.
And I kind of just go, I kind of just rub my head and just kind of lay down and try to get some sleep.
Okie dokie. So he goes to Sleepyland. You're all asleep. Kanan, buddy old pal, old friend. You shall wake up in a field, a road.
Okay.
No, you wake up in a road back in V's body. You've pretty much gotten the gist of this whole every so often whenever I sleep I teleport situation, so it doesn't surprise you too much. But you see Sven, old Sven, in front of you in the road, and he's got his back to you.
So like old, like clothes don't fit Sven.
Yeah, like still in the red and black. Shirt too small.
All right, his back is to me. Okay. Are the fractures still there? Is it different now?
It's cleared.
Okay. All right. I'm going to. I'm gonna knock. On it. And I'm going to say, Sven.
Whenever you reach up to knock, there doesn't seem to be a barricade there anymore.
Okay, perfect. Then I'm gonna make my way to him and say, Sven, and try to get him to turn around.
As you take a step forward, without moving his legs, he slides about a good 2 feet forward away from you.
Okay. We're gonna play it like this.
Oh, that's how we're gonna do it. Yeah, gets a lasso.
I say, Sven, it's me, Kanan. I know. Something isn't right. And somehow all of this is connected. You have to be honest with me. I don't look like myself, but I'm telling you it's me. And I try to approach him again.
He slides forward, but this time he slides into a densely wooded area. And the whole scene kind of transitions to this area, and he's standing over a pit.
Like he's floating above it, or he's just at the edge of it looking down. Or
he's at the edge of it, looking into it, and it's a weird shaped pit. It's a perfect circle cut out of the ground.
Okay.
And it goes down.
I look around to kind of get my bearings. It's changed.
It seems to be ruins of some sort. The ground has got carvings all over it, and there's kind of steps built up to where the hole in the ground is. And then on the other side of that, there's woods that have dead trees.
Okay. I say, all right. I don't know. I don't know what you want, but I need you to know that, like I did back at the castle, I'm here to help you. So if there's something wrong, I need you to talk to me. And I try to make my way to him again.
This time, you take a step forward, and you begin to hear singing. And since you're taller than him, since he's short now, you see a woman in a white robe kneeled down in front of the hole, singing. And then Sven looks up at her and goes, "Mother," and steps forward and falls into the hole. And then you black out the rest of the way.
Huh.
And that is the ending point of this session.
Oh.
Okay.
My God.
Oh, by the way, I want to make sure I'm right before I send this, but since it's over now, I feel like this is who you were trying to say is talking to him, just going off of how you said the name.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
It's Hinnock instead of Hinnock.
Why couldn't you say Shinnok?
Because
I like a little bit of creativity.
Yeah, and you can also get in trouble in streams, if it's stupid.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're going to.
That's awesome.
Call it a night.